there's going to be some interest in certain players, and I think there'll be some certain players going. Johnson would be the nightmare scenario, I think, for Celtic losing Johnson, but you're going to command a massive fee for him. But that would be a nightmare scenario, losing Arthur Johnson at this stage. However, we're looking at guys like Daizen, Maeda, Arne, Engels, Rio Tati. Are they three all going to be sold this summer, Swan?
I think two for sure. I think Hatate and Daizen Maeda have both. That's 4.5 years now. They've both served their time.
Yeah.
I would argue a year over, when they both should have had the opportunity to leave, because 3.5 was enough time.
4.5 years is too long for a player.
Listen, you came out with a great phrase to me a couple of years ago, Michael. And I've always remembered it. You said if they're there for that length of time, that's a feeling of you're either a poor player or Celtic have let you down.
Yes.
One of the two. And none of the two of them are poor players. So they've been let down by the system. And we all know why Celtic was such a shambles last summer that they couldn't get a replacement for Kyogo, never mind anybody else, and Daizen Maeda couldn't go. We know the story. There's no point in going over it again. I think those two are both definites. I think the fact that Nottingham Forest were willing to put £25 million on the table for Arne Engels in January tells you that those people want him. And the fact that they've survived. Now, we know how the market moves. Fresh people that weren't available in January may be available now. At different prices. So it doesn't automatically mean, Nottingham Forest will come back in for Arne Engels because they wanted to be January. It doesn't mean that. They might move on to other targets. But it gives you an indication of how he's thought of. I think it's shown in the last 5-6 weeks of the season, last 5-6 games when he came back in. He's a much better player than people give him credit for, Engels. I know he has his moments, and I know there's days when Celtic fans have been critical in games against Rangers and big games where they've said it kind of passed him by and he's not done enough. And I get that. But you feel as though he's growing into it. And I feel as though beside Callum McGregor, Callum obviously needs legs in there now. We've talked about it. Mm-hmm. I think him and Engels really have to be a platform for Celtic to start the next season. Certainly you wouldn't want Celtic for their sake to lose all three of them. So I think two of them will definitely go. But money talks, and if Arne Engels again decides I would like to go, I would like to explore the opportunity. Celtic have had their fingers burned enough by keeping players who want to go. You can't do that. You've got to let them go if you get the right fee.
It goes back to what I said years ago. You quoted me there. If Engels has done 2 seasons, if 25 million gets on the table, he's got to go. That is the system working.
That's the system. You bring him in for 11, you double your money, he wins you 4 trophies and he plays in the Champions League. That's exactly what you're selling.
That's the model. That's the ideal. And you go and recruit somebody else. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're looking at. Listen, I'm doing a wee bit, and I'm talking numbers. So I want to try and work out what is going to command for these guys. So we'll say Engels, Maeda, Hatate, and.
I'm fascinated by what Maeda was going to get. I'm fascinated by what Celtic might get for Maeda.
Give me a number.
He was last year. We know his age. We know he's only got a year, Michael.
He's done his last year, I think. Yeah.
But
give me a number for him. What would you be looking for Daizen Maeda? Bear in mind he's got a World Cup as well.
Yeah. 15.
See, I think 15 isn't unrealistic either. That's what I'm glad you said that. That's what I put in my piece.
Yeah. I just think because of the way he ended the season.
I suspect though, because of what happened last year and his willingness to go, it might mean that Celtic have to accept 10.
Because every club in the world knows he wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
And what you don't do as a selling club usually is say, yeah, you can go, mate. You've served your time.
Yeah. But then, Celtic have played hardball in the past. Celtic have proved to be tough negotiators in the past.
You can't keep Daizen Maeda again.
Yeah. You can get 15 million quid.
Maybe do that to Engels. They can maybe do it to me. You can't do that with Maeda this year. He's got to go.
So are they getting 25 for Engels? In current market in England? I think he's absolutely tailor-made for English game. Tailor-made.
No, I'd say 15 to 20 they could hope for there. I would say. I often feel in January people panic and overspend. There's another 6 months off his less on his contract.
22-year-old Arne Engels, I think 25 million is right in the English market.
No, but listen, Celtic have commanded some amazing fees for players. It wouldn't shock me if they got that. But
we also know that the Forest Scouts hasn't just been turned up on his own and discovered this guy.
No, of course not.
So he's in the same bracket as several other English clubs. He'll go to a kind of bottom half English Premier League team for 25 million.
I suppose a Belgian international, so yeah, 25.
A good age, good profile, physique. I mean, I think 25 million.
Yeah, I'll take that back. I think you might be right there, Michael.
25 mil.